Have you wondered why every fantastical story that the Israeli press, the Israeli military, and all of the Zionist spokespersons say about Palestine becomes believable, pushed into the media, and becomes a talking point? To answer this question, really we have to look at the long history of Islamophobia, Orientalism, anti-Arab, anti-Muslim, anti-Palestinian that literally stitches much of the thoughts in the West, and Israel and its spokespeople, Zionism pushes it out. Really, today, Israel and Zionism hitched its wagon into Islamophobia and anti-Muslim discourses. And if we look at the image up here in terms of that Israel is the dam or the keeping the water of Islam and the Muslims out of reaching Europe and the United States, this actually is so absurd and so funny because the Jewish population that was pushed out of Europe as a result of anti-Semitism, the long history of pogroms, the long history of racism, discrimination, anti-Semitism, it actually makes you wonder and shake your head and possibly scratch your hair to think that Zionism today is making the claim of protecting Europe and the United States from the so-called the threat of Islam and the overwhelming waters of Islam. This is after a long history of Jewish-Muslim relations, of Jewish-Muslim coexistence, of Jewish-Muslim history, whether it's in Morocco, Iraq, and also the fact that when the Inquisition and the expulsions of Muslims and Jews from Europe, it was in the Muslim world that Jews found this safety and coexistence. But this actually makes it possible to tug in and become a partner to Western racism, to Western discrimination, to Western Islamophobia that have a long history and longue durée in it. And knowing that there's a long reservoir of this historical anti-Muslim sentiments, Israel found a very supportive Western elite. And that's why every story that comes out from Israel about Palestine and Palestinians relative to Islam and Muslims becomes believable, fantastical, and is pushed out without any question asked. More importantly, it legitimizes the continued support for Israel militarily, politically, socially, and so on, and the protection extended to Israel in all types of settings. So Islamophobia is the wagon that Israel have rode on and continues to use in the Western society to oppress the Palestinian in the current period.